after these wonderful words of Gopu, we will switch over to the most important part of this meeting, the interviews by our host, today's host, Mr. Sampath Iyengar. And I will read about Sampath Iyengar. He has been in the IT industry for the last 21 years, having his own company, Sam7 Computers. He started yet another company, NeoSocial 7 Media Solutions, 3 years back, which handles the social media of various small and medium businesses. He has customers like Marshall Wallpaper, Suburban Diagnostics, BNI India. He also manages the social media accounts for Action Coach Harish Mehta, Moat Wealth Advisors, Control P Solutions and Orin Exhibition. To explain further, NeoSocial 7 handles their presence across various platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn and Pinterest, etc. In January 2012, Sam decided to create an offline event for all of his online customers. Here, much like Coffee with Karan, Sam has Jam with Sam. Good. He interviews 2 businesses entrepreneurs every month who share their life story, goals and achievements, both professional and personal. Prominent jammers were Neeraj Shah, National Director BNI, Agnolo Rajesh Athade from St. Agnolo Computers, Tushar Singhat, MD of D-Link India. He is also a Rotarian for the last 17 years from Bombay Sea Coast and is in the Rotary District 3140, heading the digital media position for the next 3 years. He is also a BNI member from the Alpha chapter for more than 7 years and is also Regional Director for BNI. Let's welcome Sampath Iyengar. And now Sampath Iyengar will interview our today's first guest, Mr. Karan Doctor. Can you please come? Before they both start, I will again formally introduce Mr. Karan Doctor. There is only doctor in his surname. He is not actual doctor, but he is the country manager for Biolase Technology India. We'll come to know everything about him through this interview, right? He is the youngest head of multinational in the dental industry. Student studied his business administration from USA and completed his MBA in 2009, just recently. He is an extensive globe-trotter and have visited practically the whole world at a young age of 29. So what's your current age? Let it be studies or business, he has also represented India at the international level in lawn tennis and attained a ranking of top 50 in the world at junior level. Represented India at the World Youth Cup in 1998 and attained in the best finish ever for India at 9th ranking position. Let's welcome Karan Doctor.
Now, he managed to steal my thunder. My first question was your age. So, may as well, since you're not a woman, women are very skeptical about giving out your age, aren't you all? Yeah? So, I'm very careful about asking, but I can ask you, tell me, what's your age?
I'm already 30.
He's already 30. So 1 year more.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us something about your education qualifications. He gave us something about it. Something more about that.
I studied, my basic education was in India. I studied till the 8th grade in India. And because I was playing a lot of tennis, I wasn't able to stay in India that much. And the college, the school, everyone supported me as much as they could. But then I had to shift to homeschooling. There's a college in Chicago which helps with students like us who travel a lot. And I did up to 12th grade, I did my education from home, from homeschooling. Again, because of tennis, I got a scholarship to go to the US, study there for my bachelor's in business. Finished that, came back to India, worked for a couple of years and then realized I want to learn a little bit more. And that's when I did my MBA and finished that in 2009.
Great. Are you married?
Yes.
Happily married?
Yes.
That's a trick question,
It's always yes.
It's always yes.
It's always yes.
Do you have kids?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So that's still over there. You are part of the national team representing India.
Yes.
So tell us something about it.
We have different levels that we played at. Levels which were under 16, under 18, then we played at men's. We have different state championships, international events. Now there are a lot more happening in India, which is very good for the youth who are trying to do something different. And we were a part of a national team that went to Japan. And this event happens every year. It is for under 16 event. It's a mini Davis Cup. Okay. You can call it a mini Davis Cup. There are 16 countries. India, unfortunately, was never able to do that well. We were always 15 or 16. And when our team went, we were a group of three players, and we did our best that we could, and we came 9th.
Wow.
And till date, that has been the best result that India has ever gained in this mini Davis Cup.
Okay. So from tennis to dentistry.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's the connection? I'm still not able to figure that out.
I'm still figuring that out too. So, but my entire family is a group of dentists, including my sister, my parents. We also have a family business that Dad looks after. And I was always very clear about one thing, that I want to come back to India. Even though I was in the US, I was studying there. I've been to US for many years for my training for tennis. But I was very clear on day one that I'm coming back to India. And when I came back, the obvious choice was to join the family business, try and see what we can explore in that. And that's how dentistry, the field of dentistry, the industry of dentistry came up to me.
Okay. You've traveled across the globe. Yeah. I think maybe
I still have Australia left.
Okay, so maybe you can speak to Richard Branson.
Yeah, I know. I realize that he's in India right now.
So how often do you travel?
Let's say that I'm in Bombay for about 7 days a month. Yeah, and the rest I'm out.
Okay, out of India or out of Bombay?
Sometimes out of India, sometimes out of Bombay. It depends on the conferences that we have, where we have that, and mainly for sales meetings, for meeting our prospective clients and all that. So.
Okay. Tell me about your journey so far in this business world of yours.
The journey has been, it's been a short journey, but it has been very interesting. We've had an experience of working in a family business. I have recently had the experience of working in the corporate world. It's different, it's very different. Systems, processes, things that we do in the corporate world are very different than what we would do in our own family business. The journey has been great. I've found it very, very important to be a part of every little detail that we were in, even though it was a family business. You're treated as the second generation, you're treated as the boss on the day one. It's good, it's bad, it's probably more bad. And it's difficult when you're treated like that. And you want to do everything. You want to get, because you're young, you have hot blood inside you. You want to do everything. You want to pick up boxes. You want to put up the posters on the booth. You want to sell. You want to collect money. You want to do everything. So it was difficult initially, but once you get into it, you realize that that's how the system functions over here in this country. That's how it happens. And I think you kind of get adjusted to that. And then when you move on to a corporate sector, it's a little different again. You're reporting to people, you're making sure things are done the way the corporate image is. You want to maintain that image. So that journey has been very interesting till now. And I think I'm looking forward to the more corporatization that is coming in, even in the family businesses now. Okay. And I think that's great. I think that's really important.
So you're still involved with the family business?
Not at all.
Not at all. So then tell us about Biolase. How did this happen?
Biolase has been in India for about 7 to 8 years now. It's a totally different product. It's not a conventional company. They believe in a revolution that they are creating in the dental field. And it is truly a revolution because we are changing the way dentists have worked for 5 to 6 decades now. And it's difficult to drill that into their minds that don't use a drill. It's difficult because these are high technology products. These require a lot of information to be given to them. It takes time. There is a long lead time for us to convert each and every inquiry that we have into sales. We have to be patient, and I think we are patient. The company realizes that. The company realizes that India is a sleeping giant. The day it wakes up, it's going to create thunders everywhere. Everyone believes in that, and Biolase realized that about 1.5 years back, and they realized that they want to be here have more control over this market, be able to analyze this market even more, and that's why they started their own subsidiary here. And we were talking about it. We were talking to them about this. How can we go about it? How we can reach out to these people? And I guess we both felt that this is the right platform for us. This is the right time for us to launch ourselves as direct operations here. And slowly we got into the finer details, and it developed into being here and being in Bombay. So this is basically how Biolase happened and how Biolase came into India.
So it's based in the US?
Yes.
Can you tell us something about the company?
The company is based out of California. It's a NASDAQ listed company. It's a young company. We're growing. We're rapidly growing. We are #1 as far as laser dentistry is concerned worldwide, and in India also. And it's a company that is very committed to high technology. At the same time, it is very committed to making sure that this high technology comes at an affordable price. Besides India, all the other markets that they are present right now, every market is price sensitive. I don't think there is any market or anywhere where a person would like to spend more if he can get something else at a cheaper price. So they are keeping that in mind, and they are developing products, they are developing technology which is more affordable to the end user. They are trying to work with different financial institutions so we can give more finance to these doctors and have each and every doctor use it. We have over 100,000 dentists in India. That's huge. That's a big market. Again, but we can't reach out to all of them. Price is a big factor. We're trying to fight that. So Biolase is very committed to this high technology, and the company is over 200 employees now. I think a little more than 200 employees in the US and worldwide. They have offices in China. They have an office in Germany. They have an office in Brazil now, and they're expanding. They're trying to reach out direct to each and every market. I think it's very important, and we're looking forward to the new Biolase, as we call it. We call it new Biolase because it's changing itself, and it's changing as per the demand is of the market.
Who are the owners of this company?
The company is led by Mr. Federico, who's the CEO of the company. He's also based out of California. Great visionary, great leader, inspires us every time we meet him, and understands us, understands each and every employee's needs, and he's changed the company tremendously.
Is he a first generation entrepreneur, or is it an old?
He is the owner of the company. We had interim CEOs in between, but then he realized that there are some things that need to be done on your own, and he stepped back in, and it's changed the company a lot.
It's like something like this guy who came in, like Tim Cook,
Yeah.
and Steve Jobs came in and did something like that.
They have to come back. It's theirs, and they have to come back.
And tell us something about the products. I mean, I had gone to his office the other day. I had a good privilege. Kailash had taken me to his office over there, and he showed some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
He has a thing like, you have portable drills which are rechargeable, which you drill your normal thing. This can actually drill the gum.
Yes.
It's a laser which can drill, and tell us something about the product.
This is something, I don't know if anyone over here likes going to the dentist. I don't. I have 3 in my family. You do? Well, she must be really pretty then. She must be really pretty. Okay, but from everyone that we know, they are scared of going to dentists because of the drill, because of the pain, the sound, and that's what we're changing. We're bringing in lasers. We don't touch the tooth. We don't drill the tooth. We cut the tooth with the laser. We cut the gums with the laser. So there is no pain. There is no blood. It's excellent with kids. It's excellent with medically compromised patients where there is a fear of a lot of blood loss. It's completely different than what your conventional dentist is using today. And this is one technology that has really brought in a lot of change in the way even the patients are looking at their dentists. And they're very happy now. They're happier than before. And when you tell the patient that I don't have to inject you, they love it. Most of us don't like needles, don't like anesthesia, don't like that numbness. And this is also more hygienic than what your existing conventional methods are. And that's a big concern now. I think the awareness is spreading about hygiene and all of the factors. So I think it's tremendous. It's tremendous.
How safe are this? I mean, if the guy misses the gum and he hits the lip, will the lip get cut over there?
No. The lasers are, I don't know how much everyone knows about the laser technology anywhere, whether it's medical lasers or industrial lasers or dental lasers. They're designed for specific targets. You cannot hold a dental laser over here and fire and expect to break the wall. It's not going to happen. They are designed for specific targets. Our lasers are designed specifically for the tooth, for the gums. It's not, the penetration of the laser energy is not beyond a certain depth.
Okay.
And it's extremely safe. All our products are FDA approved, are CA approved, and all our therapies that we do with the laser, all the clinical applications that we do with the laser are also FDA approved. So we have gone a step further to make sure that this is extremely safe for everyone.
Okay, fantastic. So you have two types of lasers. You have one
Yes.
large machine and one chota machine over there.
Yeah.
So the
big one is mainly for the tooth,
okay.
for bone, and the smaller one is for the soft tissues, which we call as the gums.
So there's no bleeding or anything which happens?
No.
So guy can go across work and have that and go back to work?
Yeah. You can, afternoon, all you guys are busy, you can take half an hour off in the afternoon. You don't have to go back to the meeting with a numb right side or a left side and, have saliva falling out from one side. That's not what you want in a meeting. So yes, you can, this is a hop and skip treatment. You can just hop into the clinic, finish your treatment and walk back out without any pain, without any sutures, nothing.
So how's been the market response? How many have you sold in the Indian market?
We have over 150 lasers in India. It's not a big amount, it's not a big figure, it's not very attractive as yet, but the response is tremendous. It is overwhelming at certain times. Many times we are facing shortage of supply, which is a good sign for most of the businesses. And the response, even though when you go to a professional, as a non-professional, if you were to go to a professional and tell them that, look, this is not the right way to do it this way, it's not the best thing that they want to hear. But eventually they come around. And it's got a lot to do also with social media. So, it's very important that we are able to reach out to these guys and make them share their experiences with one another.
So any prominent dentist, or there is NDA for that?
Yeah, there are many prominent dentists. I'm not sure if they would like me to take their names, but there are some good dentists. Dr. Suchetan Pradhan, who's based out of Juhu, is one of the pioneers of this. He brought lasers to India many years back. He's also helping us in making sure that we're able to get this technology out to people. He runs an academy, he teaches laser dentistry to all new prospects. So education is a big part in our product, and he's one of them who's helping us out.
Fantastic. What are the future plans?
Future plans is to make sure that we get lasers into every clinic. That's important. That's important for dentistry. And we owe it to dentistry. Being in the industry, we owe it to dentistry that each and every dental clinic should be able to provide this treatment to their patients. We owe it to them and they owe it to their patients. So I'm not sure what you define as future plans, if it's 10 years, 15 years from now.
5 years.
5 years from now, yes. Our goal is to make sure that lasers is in every clinic. If not the big ones, at least the small ones. At least that's a start.
With this opening up of the FDA, the foreign investment, how is it affecting your company?
We are mainly into not end user sales. We're into sales to dental hospitals, dental institutes and dentists. So it's really not affecting us directly, but I think it's a great move, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it that India is opening its doors to a lot of things, and I don't know if there are mixed reviews over here.
Dave is also smiling over there. I know why he's smiling.
I know, I can guess why he's smiling. and it's a great thing. I think it's going to do a lot of good to small and medium scale industries. I think it's going to do a lot of good to us.
Okay, now, if not this, what would you have been? And don't tell me you wanted to be a tennis player.
No. Okay. No. If not this, I think I would have been something really weird, like I don't know, maybe a reporter for National Geography or something. But it had to involve travel. I mean, that's a must. That's a must. Something weird, maybe something weird like that. Maybe I would have been like a wildlife reporter or something, you know, like long hair and long beard.
In the wild.
Something in the wild, but something really different. Something really different.
So you can give a unique message to the entrepreneurs out here. You've been a family business, plus you've been an entrepreneur. You've been a corporate. So what is the message you'd like to give all entrepreneurs out over here?
Message. I don't know if message is the right word because I'm fairly young to give message to a lot of established people over here.
I had a 25-year-old, a 22-year-old also giving message to entrepreneurs.
Oh well.
So
that's good. Okay, then I can give a message. I think we really need to adapt to change. I think that's a big thing in today's environment. Whether it's a family business or it's a corporate world, there is so much that is changing around it. You know, every day we walk into the office, there is something new that we can look forward to. And essentially, I feel our traditional values, you call whatever that is in India, but we are very resistant to change. And I think that's a big mistake that all of us, I think, do it. And if we can just even take 50% of that change and adapt to it, I think it'll make a big difference. It'll make a huge difference. So I would definitely say change would be one. Probably investing in people would be another thing. You guys are all entrepreneurs here. You can't be everywhere every time. You know, it's not possible. You need people. You need a team, and I think that's very important.
Okay. How much is referencing? You know, BNI works in the thing of referencing and networking. How much does reference help in enhancing your business and your network?
Oh, tremendously. I don't feel that I've met anybody that I shouldn't have met. Whether it was the waiter at the hotel, whether it was the manager at a company that I went to meet somebody, a receptionist at a dental clinic, or anybody. Because like Sir said, you know, you get to know something from them, you get to talk something to them, and that's how it builds. And referencing is huge in life. Forget business. I mean, just in life, it's huge. And I think referencing is very critical for anybody from the lowest level to the highest level, as Sir said, is very important. I think it's helped a lot because when I walk into a dental clinic, my first customer is the receptionist.
Yes.
That's my first customer. My second customer is the right-hand man of that dentist who's going to look after this equipment. Then comes the dentist. And then his wife. Try getting past that. So yeah, referencing is huge. Referencing is huge.
So any example you can give how referencing has helped you click the deal?
Yes, I was in Baroda about a month back, and I went to the clinic. This guy's a huge dentist over there. He's a big name and has a great clinic, and he's bringing up a dental hospital now, and we're looking at having one room designated for the lasers over there. And when we walked in, he invited me to his house, and I started referencing or networking from that minute because I met his mother, I met his daughter, and then I went back to the clinic. I met his assistants, I met a couple of his patients, and I explained to each and every one of them why I'm here. Not to just sell a laser, but why I'm here is because you are the patient. You know, the dentist is going to understand this, but the patient is not going to understand this. So my job was to make sure that I explained it to the patients. And eventually you walk back with an order booked. So this, I don't know if this is exactly networking or what, but I felt this was networking. I felt that right from the minute that I landed at the airport and his car came to pick me up. Okay, I thought it was his driver. Then I realized that this is his driver and assistant. So it was a huge investment. Those 10 minutes was a big thing for me because he's the guy who's going to look after the equipment. He's the guy who's going to tell Sir that, Sir, le lo, ye acha hai, You know, this is going to help the patients. You know, so this is the guy. This is more important than the end customer. So yes, referencing is huge.
Final question is, how do you find doing business in India comparing doing business in US?
US probably is a tad bit more systematic compared to us. We can blame that because of our environment around in India, but I think the opportunities are humongous in India, which are not there in probably any other country. It's not only because we are a large population, it's because we are a mature population compared to what probably China is or what Asia is. We speak English very well, we understand English very well, we are well traveled, we are well learned, we're well read, and I think that's the biggest difference. I've had friends in US who don't have a passport, and that's a little bit strange for me. I'm on my 6th passport, and I've had friends in US who don't even have a passport, who haven't left their own state and gone to another state. So I think diversity and the acceptability of that diversity is probably more here, and hence doing business here is a little easier. Opportunity is more. You can start a business in the same competitive field of maybe entertainment or IT or anything like that, which is very highly competitive, but you can still get your niche. You can still get your niche because we're widespread people, we're a widespread country, and I think the opportunity is much more in India.
So the cake is much more larger here than there.
And it's sweeter.
It's sweeter. Okay.
It's much sweeter.
So Karan, thank you so much.
Thank you
for this coming on Jam with Sam.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. My morning tea.
This is not FDA approved, it's IDA approved.
That's okay.
So you can have
I'll drink FDA approved tea in this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.